Hey guys, so this is my boyfriend Daniel. I am doing a video today on plucking his eyebrows. These tips and tricks are gonna help with either female or male. I tend to think that men leave them a little more bushy and women try to define them a lot more. So this is how his eyebrows turned out in the end. Yeah, so stay tuned. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay guys, so I tried recording this video and I did, but there is a problem with the way the camera was positioned. All you were able to see was this. So that's no good. So I did his left eyebrow, right? Yeah, this is left eyebrow. So this is what I ended up doing with his left eyebrow. I don't know. I like it. It doesn't look bad at all. And not too groomed, but nicely done. And then this is his other eyebrow. Do you see that versus this? So I'm gonna go ahead and pluck maybe a little bit more right there. And then pluck these hairs right here because that looks way too long. The eyebrow looks way too long. And then that's it. So I only have 3 tools that I use. So I use my tweezers. They're Tweezerman tweezers. I just got them at Ulta. And then I use these little scissors. I honestly stole these from my grandma in Mexico. I needed scissors to cut some hairs, and I just stole them from my grandma. So just little thin scissors. They're really thin. And then I just use an eyebrow spoolie like this. Nothing special, just that. So first I'm gonna comb the hairs. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn his face to the side, and I'm just gonna comb them up.
This is uncomfortable.
Okay, so they're combed up, and then I'm just gonna take these scissors and the spoolie. This is uncomfortable, and I'm gonna spoolie up. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the hairs up with me, up, and then I'm just gonna cut.
Are you sure your head's not covering it?
So I don't know what it is about his eyebrows, but this eyebrow doesn't grow the hairs as fast as this one does. So right now I'm literally just combing through his eyebrow hairs. And I try to cut the hairs in the same shape that the eyebrow is. And then, see? Better looking. It's better. I think it's better. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab my handy dandy scissors and cut off all his eyebrow. Just kidding. See, he kind of freaked out. So I'm just gonna start plucking from the top first. So as I mentioned before, and now I'm doing this video for the second time, I'm gonna go ahead and pull down on his eyebrow right here and put my finger right here, and I'm just gonna create a line, an imaginary line in my head from here, which is the top of the arch, all the way to the bottom. So all these hairs up here I'm gonna pluck out, and anything below that I'm not plucking out. And then I'm gonna do it again, because since you're plucking hairs, they just kind of get everywhere. and then I'm gonna look at his eyebrow, and you see this sparseness. So his eyebrow has a really big sparse area right there, so I'm gonna get closer to it just a little bit. And again, I'm taking into consideration that I'm imagining a line from the arch to the bottom. So I'm gonna get a little bit closer, and only plug one hair at a time. Do not plug 300 hairs at a time. Just one at a time. If you plug that many at once, you're gonna end up with bald eyebrows.
No eyebrows.
Or no eyebrows, yes. I have done that before to myself. But do you see how his eyebrow still looks a little crooked? So I'm gonna get a little closer. I don't know what's up with his eyebrow. He's never done this to me before that I remember. I mean, it's been forever since I did his eyebrows though. So I'm gonna go again. Super close. I'm not gonna touch it too much because I don't want to overpluck. You always have to be scared when you're plucking eyebrows, or just any time you're doing eyebrows, because if you overpluck, you're gonna be left with no eyebrow. All right, so that's clean enough right there. So now I'm gonna move to the top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag down again with my finger, and again I'm creating an imaginary line right through the eyebrow right there. If I do this, the eyebrow goes kind of like this because you're tugging the skin right here, so you're pulling the eyebrow up. So if you do that, you're gonna end up cutting like that, right? You're trying to make an imaginary line right here. Your eyebrow's gonna end up looking like this when you cut it, so you don't want that. So you want to pull down and then pull up a little bit, and then you're pulling those hairs down, and then you're just gonna follow that imaginary line again, just right through it. Now I'm gonna do it here again. It really helps if there's light, because you'll be able to see a lot more hairs. Like I said, one hair at a time, 300 at a time. And then just stop every now and then and just look at your eyebrows and see, like, is it good? Do I need to plug anything more out? Did I plug too much? Should I stop? Should I try? Okay, and then I think that's good for this eyebrow. They look pretty even. Now I'm gonna start at the bottom. So for the bottom, for him, he's very sensitive. I think all guys are very sensitive when it comes to this eyelid area with the hairs. So I like to start by massaging their eye. And I'm just kidding, I don't care. First I like to pluck as many hairs as possible, and then he's gonna get all teary eye. He's gonna try not to because of the video right now, but he usually gets all teary eye and he stops me, more like pushes me away, and then he'll clean up his eye. So see, he's already getting nervous about his eye. So you ready? Okay.
No.
So now I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna start cleaning up right here. Just kind of following the shape of his eyebrow already, but not plucking out too much, because okay. And I'm gonna start going in here. Notice how I'm really not trying to tug right now on the eyebrow. I'm just really just trying to clean up the eyebrow before I do anything. So now I'm gonna start getting a little closer to here. So this eyebrow for him has always been very sparse, so I try not to pull out as much hair because like I said, it's already sparse, and if I pull out too much, he's gonna be left with no hair. So I'm gonna try to come a little more through here. Notice how I'm pulling up just to try to get in there. The more you pull, you'll be able to see more of where the hair is, so that way you can just pull one hair at a time, because if you have them all bunched together like this, you really like pull out a bunch of hairs, and when you pull it up, it kind of separates the hairs a little bit. Notice that? So that's a good tip. Now notice how I'm pulling up here and how I'm pulling every time I'm getting closer to another area. So I'm pulling here now. I'm gonna pluck right there. Now I'm gonna pull up here, and I'm gonna start plucking the hairs that are already in the middle of his eyebrows that do not need to be there. I mean, unless he likes them there, but he doesn't, so I'm just gonna take those out. Now I'm gonna pull this way and see how I can see all those hairs now that aren't straight. So I'm gonna pull these hairs. You really have to learn how to, not learn, but just try to position your tweezers in a way where you aren't covering yourself from seeing. That way you can see what you're pulling out, because if you can't see what you're pulling out, you're gonna pull out something you're not supposed to pull out. And see how that shape's already a lot more clean. And then with this eyebrow, I'm gonna pull down a little bit, just like that. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of this hair off. But see, so I think I'm gonna clean up a little bit more up here, so that way they stay a little more, it looks a little more straight. So I'm just gonna pull down. That looks a little better. Now I'm gonna pull this one. I'm gonna pull its arch a little lower. So what I mean by that is I'm gonna pull out from here, the top of the arch, and I'm just gonna drag down. See how they're starting to look a little more even. Really just take your time. You don't want to go too fast, because you might end up messing up your eyebrow. Okay, now this hair right here, I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. Just really pull yourself away every now and then and just check, like, hey, like, how is this looking? And try to compare eyebrows. Remember, they don't have to be exactly the same. Just good enough. But I think this is starting to look good. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. And then yeah, that's how you plug your boyfriend's eyebrows.